Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on creating a website from scratch. We are currently working on my book, Creating a Website from Scratch. These are the free chapters from it. And we're looking at right now at these CSS chapters that aren't free, and we're currently on this. Chapter 10, New Features and Features in CSS3. Let's open the PDF. We have reached point 29.6 transformations. One of the innovations in CSS3 is the built-in ability to transform an element. Transformations can involve several actions such as rotating an element, scaling, skewing, or moving it vertically or horizontally. To create a transformation in CSS3, the transform property is used. The transform property can take different values, which are already separated and as separate functions. We will look at the most important of them briefly. First, the tilde functions. These are skew-x, skew-y, and skew-x, y. The skew-x and skew-y functions create a skew along their respective axes. And the skew-x, y function both axes simultaneously. Here's an example of that. Here it is in the browser. Let's take a look at it. By x, by y, and both. The next functions that we will look at are for translation. Translate, translate x, translate y, translate z, translate 3D. The first three functions determine the displacement of the element along the coordinate axis, and the translate 3D function along all three axes simultaneously. Here is an example of this. The following are the scaling functions. Scale x, scale y, scale z, scale 3D. The values entered here must be real numbers. And you see, here's an example where we're going to show this. So, the following functions are on rotation. Again, we have the same logic. And here again the logic is the same. We have the x-axis, the y-axis, the z-axis, and all three axes simultaneously. Here's an example with these options. I can show you on the website, but the logic is the same there. And the last one in this section is the property. Transform origin, change the center of transformation. By default, the browser uses the center of the element as a starting point for the transformation, but through the transform origin property we can change its position. By we can we set with units of measurement or keywords. Here's an example. Right, here's the center, top left, bottom right. Here's the code how to do this. That's all for this lesson. Best regards.